All right, it's the end of the second day that I've had the cows out here on pasture. And I'm sort of just doing a walk out to the area where they're at. But you can also see what the state of our pasture here is right now. Hasn't really started to take off yet, and this is a particularly weak part of the pasture I'm walking across right here. See all these kind of brown sticky things here. This is all flax that grew last year that cattle don't eat, that I really want to kind of cut as soon as it appears, or after the cattle graze through, to try to get it to not be there. But this is an area that's a little bit more just grass that's starting to grow, and we're getting some rain here. We had a little bit of rain already. We had a little less than 2 inches last week. I don't know how much we're supposed to get this week, but we got a few days of possibility of rain here now. And then over here, sort of the early area that they ran through toward the end of last summer, so it had a chance to grow back some, and we never got back to graze it before they got into the bottomland for the winter time. So there's a lot of dry duff here, and the grass is starting to grow up between it. Here's some more of that dried up flax. And you can see we got various types of grass. This is like a ryegrass here, perennial rye. And then this area that's up in here is more KR blue stem and buffalo grass mixed together, and also other types of weeds. But I got these guys out on the first section of this at the very top of the property, right up here, and they've now had 2 days of grazing on it. Let's see what it looks like. I haven't been out here today yet. Not since moving them into the second section. And you can see what I'm in right now is what this area looked like that they're in right now. So a lot of kind of clumpy grass and a lot of this flax and so forth that's here. And they've done a pretty good job of eating it and trampling it. And I'm going to let them into this next section here, which is where they'll be tomorrow, because it's supposed to start raining tonight. So I want to get them in there before the night and before it starts raining, so I don't have to come out here first thing in the morning to move them. Plus I've got a funeral that I've got to do tomorrow for one of our parishioners, so I'm kind of busy tomorrow. But they're doing well. How you doing there, Mama? The little one jumping around. All right. But yeah, they've eaten this down quite a bit. Still quite a bit there. Oh, nice. Broke the branch right off that mesquite tree. All right, let me disconnect the power to this section of fence, and I'll roll it up. Let them go into the new section here. Okay, power's off. All right, let's go. Come down here. I'll let you through into the new section. Got quite a bit of mesquite in this area here. I'm going to be thinning this out quite a bit, leaving some of the larger ones for shade. But there's going to be a lot fewer mesquites in here when I'm done. I'm running the hot wire on a little portable solar powered charger, because we got people at the neighbor. See the bulldozer down there. The neighbor's going to be doing some work with that bulldozer right along the fence there, and wanted to make sure he wasn't going to be getting into issues with the electric fence. So here we are. We're going to take this down. And they'll go in behind me into the new section of grass. And typically, when you're doing this kind of strip grazing, you don't want to give them unlimited access to what's behind them, what they've already grazed in, but you can do it for a few days. You don't want them going back to the beginning after it started to have some regrowth. So what I'm going to do is do this for about 4 days, and then I'll back fence them so they can't get up to that upper section. Also, it looks like they knocked over the water tank. I'm gonna have to fix that. So that's it. They're in the new section. Go fix their water tank so they have water. Yeah, they knocked it right over. The bums. Probably drained my well. It's gonna take a little bit for this to fill back up. Yeah, there's nothing coming out here right now, so it's gonna be a little bit before they have water again. Doesn't take too long for the well to fill back up once it gets shut off. But with the well we have here is fairly shallow. It doesn't produce a whole lot, but it produces plenty to keep these guys in water, unless they knock their tank over, of course. So here we are. I'm grazing on nice green grass. Hey, little one. What are you doing, huh? Ruby and Ginger, 2 Corriente cow and her heifer calf. Now the heifer is going to be a year old in June, so she's actually going to be old enough to breed about the time that I take old 908 back to the vet. So we'll sync them up at the same time to do the AI on them again. So they'll both be zoom. You got the zoomies there, little one. She's learning what that electric fence is. Been zapped a couple times. mama cow and the two big steers here. And the two smaller ones are over at the other end, grazing over here. Separate from the rest of them. I guess there's a pecking order thing going on there. Yeah, the grass over here is a lot lower. That calf is something else, running around. Come here. Come on. Nope. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Right. Guess that's that. I'll leave you with some grazing cattle and a little calf with the zoomies.